Chapter starts with Sabo saying, "We have accomplished everything we set out to do. All 3 objectives were taken care of. We officially declared war by destroying the celestial dragon's symbol. We rescued Kuma-san and freed as many slaves as possible. We finally managed to find and destroy the Holy Land's food reserves." Then Sabo questions Dragon, "So what was the fallout?" Dragon replies, "It was nothing to sneeze at, but we got the world's attention, and the Navy ended up sending in the big guns. Meanwhile, we triggered uprisings in 12 nations where we held strong, 8 of which were successful." Ivan shockingly says, "Well, you say 8 were successful, but one of them vanished, the Kingdom of Lulusia." Dragon replies, "The headlines censored everything, but the 7 others have all declared their intent to no longer pay the celestial tribute or comply with the exploitative exporting of their resources." Ivan says, "On top of that, the Revolutionary Army is attacking government supply carriers all over the world to stop resources from reaching Mary Joieuse. They say the Holy Land's high-up location makes it an impenetrable fortress, but we will see how they like living under siege. They will finally get a taste of what it is to live in poverty and go hungry." Ivan laughs out loud. Sabo says, "That's what I call a result." Dragon says, "Indeed, we may not be able to cut off all their supplies, but we are squeezing them slowly but surely. They must be struggling by now. As expected, though, they are not a foe who will take all this lying down. Our real battle will start when they mobilize God's knights." Dragon's face was looking quite serious. Ivan says, "You realize you will be their #1 target, right, Sabo? Or should I start calling you Flame Emperor Boy?" Sabo replies, "I am not too hot on that name." Dragon says, "It doesn't matter what the truth behind King Cobra's assassination is. The news reports have made you a hero already. In the eyes of revolutionaries everywhere, authority figures within the world government are hated for being subhuman monsters. While there are certainly many hungry despots who deserve that reputation, there are also a number of intelligent and fair rulers too. And Alabasta's King Cobra was in a class of his own. Everyone considered him to be an outstanding sovereign. Unfortunately, misinformation spreads faster than nuances like that. This might be cold to say, but while I feel bad for what happened to King Cobra, I think I can live with the way this all played out if it helps fuel the flames of rebellion." Ivan says, "My, you really are unshakable. Then spit it out already. What really happened? Is there any truth behind this scoop?" We all shed tears over this, desperately trying to find an explanation because we all wanted to believe in you. The scene moves back to over a month at the home of the gods in the Holy Land of Mary Joieuse, not long after the reverie began. Celestial dragons were shouting, "They are attacking the home of the gods! Get out here and help us, you lousy bureaucrats! They blew up the storehouse! The intruders are with the Revolutionary Army! We are under attack! It's the 4 captains!" Celestial dragons were beating their slaves and asking them to run faster, or else they would kill them. One of the celestial dragons was about to shoot a slave, but suddenly Captain Karasu of the North Army appeared with great speed, disarming the celestial dragon. Shocked, the celestial dragon asks, "Who do you think you are?" Karasu then tells the slave to escape to the East City. Someone shouts, "It's the Revolutionary Army!" and Captain Karasu goes on a rampage. People in coats start shouting, "Get the civilians to safety! Let's riddle this scum with bullets and blast him till there's nothing left!" Suddenly, they see Karasu disappearing from the rooftop and exclaim, "There really is nothing left! Don't tell me he is—" Suddenly, something moves from their feet, and Karasu is standing behind them. Before they can react, Karasu unleashes his attack, hitting them with sharp feathers from his body. Meanwhile, Captain Lindbergh of the South Army is saving slaves on the other side. Lindbergh is flying mid-air and says, "They are really going at it over there." Then he runs and says, "They are headed this way. Hurry up and release everyone." Captain Karasu comes from the back and says, "Leave it to me," and clashes with Admiral Fujitora. He unleashes his powerful attack, Renkon, and multiple crows start coming from his body, directly attacking Fujitora. Meanwhile, West Army Captain Morley is clashing with Admiral Ryokugyu. The Admiral says, "Oh my, this boy sure likes to play rough." The Celestial Dragon says, You are the ones destroying the city, just caught up where your leader went off to. You shouldn't swiff around and stalk people, you dirty little perv. You are as bad as him. Watch where you are swinging, Ryokugyu, you bastard. I will see to it that you hang if any of us get hurt. The Admiral angrily replies, Damn, it's impossible to fight here. Get out of the way already. Meanwhile, on different parts of the battlefield, other captains are fighting Admirals. Karasu says to Sabo, Sabo, don't you have the keys to these collars yet? Sabo replies, I just found out where they keep them. It won't be long, and runs out of the castle. As he stands behind the wall, he says, Kuma-san is in Pangaea Castle too. I just spotted him with that dumb father and son Saint duo, Rosward and Charlos. They must still be looking to get revenge for that thing we heard about at the public courtyard. The celestial dragon's son was thinking of making Kuma his pet. On the other side, Doki is on a call to Morley saying, I won't forgive them for using Kuma-san like this. Morley, make sure everything's ready. Then a girl runs and says, Father. We see Vivi standing with a CP0 agent in the castle. Vivi says, Can't you buzz off? I would rather have Vice Admiral Garp's help. Rob Lucci replies, Don't worry, we will protect you. Vivi retorts, Like you protected Shirahoshi? Oh wait, you didn't. And that creep's definitely going to target her again. Someone is sitting on a throne and says, I'm afraid only King Cobra has been permitted an audience with the 5 elders, but this won't take long. It would be tedious for you to wait outside. It would be a much better use of your time to look out for Vivi. She's always been mischievous, and you can't let her out of your sight for a second. The chapter ends here. Feel free to discuss this chapter in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe as it motivates me to continue. You can watch all the manga chapters in order in the playlist below. Take care, bye.